Hi guys, it's Sarah with Karma Nail Wraps. I will give you guys a couple minutes to start hopping on. I just have a couple quick goodies to go over with you guys tonight. And I also wanted to extend a very big thank you. There was a large support, pouring of support from my video that I did yesterday. And I thank you very much. You know, those donations to Ukraine really help all these individuals that are displaced right now or may not have a home to go back to. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for taking time to make your donation. And, you know, with Karma, we are, you know, I am the owner. So we are an American Ukrainian owned business. So it definitely means the world to me that you guys are taking some time to support what's going on over there. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. As you guys come in, if you can hit the, if you hit the hearts or just a thumbs up, I can start seeing you guys coming in. As of right now, I don't see anyone yet. There we go. I think I see Robin. There we go. Now I see everyone. So I won't keep y'all very long tonight. Just wanted to hop on for a couple minutes. I know I've been getting a lot of questions about Cuticle Care. And we're at that interesting time of year right now where you're dry, but you're not dry. You're greasy, but you're not greasy. The lotions that you use in winter are just way too much for your fingers right now. And that's okay. That's normal. But at the grand scheme of things is your cuticles are always going to take the brunt of it. So we want to make sure that you are keeping your cuticles looking their best, so that when you're showing off your nails, your wraps, and your nail fees, that you know you want all your friends to be jealous of that. I do. I love my nails. So if you guys take a look here, these are some new wraps that we posted the other day. Excuse my little boo boo right there. Please look past that. But these wraps have been on for over a week, and you can see at the tips there's not really any wear anywhere on them. My cuticles look fairly decent. When I'm unpacking orders, these little pieces right here, where you can see that little thing, as we reach in the boxes, they nick you in the cuticles. So that's why my hands always look tore up. So I do apologize for that. But how I keep my cuticles looking their best, I'm just going to go over my regimen of what I do. So I have our 2-in-1 nail tool, silicone side right here. The silicone is for smoothing your nail wraps and making sure that you get a nice tight fit. The pink quartz end right here, what this does is, this is a buffer, so it buffs your cuticle out. I always recommend using this when this is wet. I have one in where I kind of sit in like my little area where I'm always sitting. I keep one on my desk, and then I also keep one in the shower. I usually do my cuticles when I'm in the shower. Margine, thank you very much. We've not heard anything as of yet. I'm still working on finding them. I got another lead today from someone that would be my grandfather's relative. So I've messaged them several times, so I'm still waiting to hear back. So nothing as of yet, but I'm sure all of you that know me, you know, we've been together for almost 2 years now with you guys with nails, that I definitely will give you an update as soon as I find something. I'll most likely post it in the VIP nail group. So if you guys aren't members there, just so you know, if you search on Facebook, it'll be Karma Nail Wraps VIP, Karma Nail Wraps and Beauty VIP nail group. That's what you want to look for. And we have all of our nail fees updates. Sometimes we do special sales in there. So if you're not in that group, you definitely want to get in there. When we're done here with the live, I'll post the link in the comments here. So that way, if you're not a member, you're able to go in and join there. And even if you're not a customer yet, that's okay. Still come in. We share tips, tricks, and you know, we want you to make sure that you can see the product and make sure that you know kind of what you're doing with it, and that you know you feel comfortable using the product. So there's a lot of members that are always more than happy to give you some assistance in there. So with our nail tool, what you want to do with this pink quartz side is, once you take off your nail wraps, and if you look on our website down at the bottom, there's actually a whole video on the removal of nail wraps. If you do not like removing them using that method, just take some nail polish remover, place it on top of the nail with like a cotton pad or a cotton ball, and you can just leave it set there and leave it sit. We also sell the nail clips that clip down over it and holds that down. We sell them, I think they're $3.99 for a set. It gives you enough for all 10 fingers. And let them soak for a few minutes, and then it should just wipe the wrap right off. I prefer to use where I lift the corner of it just a little bit, and then I dip my tip into the nail polish remover, and then I just wiggle it back and forth until the wrap pops off. It's the fastest and easiest way for me to do it. I don't have patience to wait for soak off, but honestly, soak off is less than 10 minutes for sure. What you want to do is, with this pink side of it here, you would just take it once your nail wraps are off. Keep a naked nail there. Sorry, I have some wraps on. You just want to go in a buffing motion all the way around your nail and just give it a slight push back. And that's all you need to do. Let the quartz work for you. You don't have to have a lot of pressure. You don't need to really like get in there and like super push super hard. You just want to give it a slight push, a slight buff, and that should do the trick for you there. So once you have that done, and again, I do mine in the shower just because it's quicker and easier. I'm standing in there anyway. So get that done. I use one of our cuticle oils, and I really like these. I keep one in my purse. I keep one in every bathroom in the house, and I also keep them for right when I get out of the shower when my skin is moist. When your skin is moist, it allows you to seal in that moisture using this type of cuticle oil. So that's the trick too. Wash your hands. Soak them for a couple minutes in warm water as you're washing them. Pat them dry. Don't rub them dry. Just lightly pat them dry. Leave them slightly damp, and that's when you're going to get out your cuticle oil. So this one here, this is watermelon. You can see it had a pink tint. I use this a lot. Obviously, there's not as much in there. With this one, super easy to do. It's actually dripping because I had clicked this before I was ready. My bad. There we go. So all you do with this one, I always recommend storing this side up, of course. Just give it clicks, 1, 2, and then you'll have the cuticle oil start coming down. And then all you do is just wipe it around the cuticle. And then you just do all your fingers that way. Super quick, super easy. And then once I have that on, I leave it sit for just a minute, and then I rub it in. So you just want to give it a little rub right there. And then that's it. I leave them be. I do use some different hand lotions. I really like, there's a new one from Soap and Glory. It's called Hand Food, HANDFOOD. It costs around $6 for a big tube of it. You can get it from Walmart, Target. I think Amazon even sells it. Soap and Glory doesn't have a lot of harmful chemicals. There's no sodium lauryl sulfate in their products. So I really enjoy the product itself, and it will not warp your nail wraps. I also love to use Working Hands in winter. The one that comes in the green tub, that's the one I found works the best with nail wraps. And I don't baby my wraps. If I'm putting on lotion, I slap it on. I do my cuticles real fast over the top, and I'm out the door and ready to go. So when I recommend a product to you, I recommend it because it can withstand me, which I am very rough on things. So I'm grateful that Soap and Glory was a winner, and then the Working Hands was a winner. Yeah, Nicole, the smell of it is really good too. It's like a pink, I think it was like a grapefruit smell. It has marshmallow root, so it's really pleasant. It's not overpowering. If you use it before bed, like 10 minutes later, your hands, like if you lay down, it's not an overpowering smell to you. There's also Hoof and Hand, or Hand and Hoof. Sorry, I always get those two mixed up. But that one is really good as well. And the only complaint that people have, I personally like the smell of it. It does not bother me. Is it has a very strong, like almost coconut vanilla smell. I don't do vanilla, but for some reason that one doesn't bother me. So that's a really good hand lotion to use as well. So with the cuticle oils, I would say each pen lasts me about a month. So I have them in all different rooms of the house. I'm very dry. My hands are very dry. I wash them all day. They say you can use it like once every couple days. I honestly use it daily, sometimes morning and night. I always try to put it on before bed, just so my hands have a chance to really soak that in really good. And then right now, the flavors of these, it does change. It's based on what the manufacturer has in stock, where I get them from. So right now, what we have in stock is going to be the orange, lavender, and rose. These are currently in stock right now. And the smell of it is very faint. It almost doesn't really have a strong odor. It's very, very faint. But as you can see, this one, the lavender kind of has a purple tint to it. The rose should have a pink tint. Let me pull that out. So that one has a nice pink tint. And the one that's going to have no color to it will be the next one here I'm going to show you. These next three are aloe, lily, and strawberry. Aloe and lily have no color to them. Strawberry is going to be pink. The only thing with these is they are manufactured in a facility where they do work with nuts and nut oils. So you just want to make sure if you have a nut allergy, these aren't packaged where the nuts are per se, but it's still in the same facility. So I say if you have a nut allergy and it's really bad, avoid it at all costs. Do not try this product. If you don't really have a nut allergy, you're fine. You maybe had some sensitivity. Spot test it on the inside of your arm first to make sure that you're going to be okay with it before you put it all over your whole hands and, you know, make a mess there. So to make it a little bit easier, I had made this maintenance care kit, and I saw it's been, a lot of people have been purchasing this. So I want to make sure I just go over this with you guys real quick here. Comes in a little baggie like this. And the cost of it is $3.99. And you get a little mini buffing block. You can see this is kind of the coarse side right here. On this back side here, this is a smoothing side. So if you just need to like smooth out the tip of your wraps or anything, you can use this side for that. Really getting in there, buffing out the nails, smoothing out any ridges, and really just making them perfect for your wrap application. You want to use that rough side of it. I also have a pair of our stainless steel cuticle cutters here. And these are really nice. There's no spring in them, but they have a bounce back to them that's really nice. I was stocking the ones that have the little like single lever that went across like this. But for some reason with those, if you like to really like do your cuticles often, I noticed that those were cracking more than what I felt comfortable with. Like they would last about 3 months. These should last you about 6 months or more. Whenever you use a product like this, you can see this has a little protector, plastic piece protector right there. You want to make sure you keep that on. That helps to keep those tips sharp when this is not in use. And also you want to watch the tips for any sign of wear. If they start to look dull, if they smooth down at one of the corners, that's when you know it is time to replace them. So in that kit so far, you get the buffer, you have the cuticle cutters. Right now, the oil in there is the aloe cuticle oil. You get one of our 2-in-1 nail tools. We have a nail file. This is like a softer grit. This is made specifically for nail wraps. It will not work well on the glitter wraps, but it works well on all of the other wraps, including shimmer. The reason I really like these is it keeps you from tearing the end of your wrap. It can be really hard to get out of the habit of doing the sawing motion. So with these, even if you slip and you forget and you accidentally try to saw, it still should not tear your wrap. So that's why I really love those. And then this is a 7-in-1 buffer. So this deals with the super coarse side if you really need to take down some length on your nail or you have an artificial nail. If you have nails that are a little bit more sensitive or on the thinner side, you're going to skip this dark blue and you're going to go right here to step 2. Step 2 has a little bit of a finer grit. This will not irritate the tip of your nails. It will not cause as much cracking or breaking. So if coarse side is if you have very strong nails or artificial nails, this side is if you have thinner nails or a little bit more sensitive nails. It has the fine grit that you'll go like, you would just kind of take it down like this way just to smooth out the tip of your nail. And then they're numbered here too, like each one has a step on there. So step 4 is conditioning the nail, step 5 is smoothing, and then step 6 is buffing, and number 7 is polish and shine. If you're going to give your hands a break from nail wraps for a couple days, you can use the polish and shine. I never go without them. I'm also very careful not to apply my nail wraps all the way back touching my cuticle, so my nails are always getting air. That's something that's very important to stay off the cuticle with your nail wraps. As long as your nails are able to get some type of air circulation, you shouldn't have a problem. And if they're fitted down firmly, you want to make sure that there's no moisture getting under there. So if you're going to apply your wraps right away, you can skip step number 7 and just stop with step number 6, which is a buffer. The buffer is what helps you prepare the surface of your nail. It's very helpful. I also have this little mini one here. If you go to the side that has the very fine grit, on that fine grit side, that's the side that's going to work as a good buffer for your nail, just to prep it for your wraps. And all you do with this, I've seen people like really go at it back and forth. Don't do that. You want to go in little circles. If you're using the rough side, if you have ridges or you really just need to get some evenness to your nail, you want to like buff in little circles and then just lightly kind of go up and down or go towards the end of the nail. If you do it too hard, you can create weak spots in the nail. So that's why you never want to really go in there with a sawing motion. To buff it before you put on your wrap, same thing, just a really light little circular motion. And then after that, you would just clean your nails with some rubbing alcohol and then apply your wrap. So it keeps them fresh and ready to go. So again, that will be that's the maintenance care kit. I'll show you everything it comes with. Let me load up my hands here. So mini buffer, 2-in-1 nail tool, as well as the 7-way buffer. Stainless steel, cuticle cutters, 1 aloe vera cuticle oil, and a nail file that is made specifically for wraps. So you can find that just under maintenance care. It's also in the bundle section. If you guys look, we do have things that are frequently, bought together, or wraps that kind of have themes or that people have traditionally liked to purchase them together. If you look in that bundle section, you'll find a lot of that in there. And when you get it, we do send it to you in a cute little baggie here so that you can keep everything together all in one place. And then, let's see, I have 2 more things for you guys, and I'll let you go. I know it's getting kind of late here. I don't want to keep you guys too long. For this, we have Celestial Glam back in stock, but I want to explain something with this one. With the large glitters, the sequin glitters, sometimes there can be a little variation in the color. With the manufacturer, they're saying that up to like 1 shade is acceptable. So if you do currently have Celestial Glam right now at home and you purchase this one and it looks a little different, this one has a little bit more of the nude pink versus the brighter pink in it. So just so you guys can see, I'm going to put these in right after this so that you guys can purchase. They're not in there right now, but this is Celestial Glam. So this has the rainbow sequin glitter, and you can see this has more of the nude background to it, where the other one had more of a pink background to it. So it's the same product, it just has that little bit of variation. It's still classified definitely as pink. Like in person, this is a pink wrap. And then the last thing, I love to try top coats. CND Vinyl Luxe is the only one I've ever found that has consistently performed. That's why that's the product that I carry in our store. So I always, try out different things. And there's a lot of people that, let's face it, I love the dollar store. It's not a secret. It's one of my favorite places to go. I think everyone should be able to find something for $1 that they love. Well, I wanted to try their Rapid Dry LA Colors top coat. I wanted to see what happened. It did not go well. This top coat, it's very thin and very watery. It has and the nail polish is the same. Like you can see, it doesn't really have a good consistency to it. And when you put it on, it makes like almost an oily residue on the nail. It doesn't actually seep down into the nail. So this was a fail. So I tried it, thought maybe I would fall in love with it and have $1 top coat. Maybe I can direct you guys to. But I don't think I would even use this in regular nail polish. It definitely was a fail on this one. So this was the LA Color Rapid Dry top coat. And I always recommend, I do stay away from Rapid Dry. And the reason being is when your wraps are on, if you think of something that is drying in quick time, if you wet a piece of paper and you blow dry it real fast, that piece of paper starts to shrivel. Well, if you wet some nail polish, put some nail polish on a piece of paper, a big drop of it, and blow dry it and watch it'll start to shrivel inward. Well, our wraps are made from nail polish. So if you heat that up and you do it rapid, so your body heat combined with a rapid dry top coat, that is what's going to give you the shrinkage where your wraps pull back from the tips of your fingers. So that's why we never recommend using a rapid dry. I have had a couple people say that they don't have that problem with rapid dry, so I definitely am always willing to give one a try. So unfortunately, again, LA Colors was a fail. Make sure you get yourself some cuticle oil. This is the #1 thing to having beautiful nails. If your cuticles are healthy, usually your nails are healthy with it. Buff with the 2-in-1 nail tool. I keep one in the shower and one by where I sit. You want to make sure your nails are damp before you start buffing away your cuticle with this one. And that's why I do like to keep it in the shower. It just makes it a little bit easier to buff out. Celestial Glam has a little bit more of a nude color, but definitely still in the pink family. So I'll enter this in just a moment when I hop off here. And then the Maintenance Care Kit. This one, again, is $23.99. It comes with everything that I've shown you today to help you keep your nails looking beautiful. So thank you guys very much for your time. Again, I thank each and every one of you. So many of you have reached out. You've made donations to the efforts that are happening in Ukraine. On our page, I have, on our Facebook page, I put up a couple posts where you can find charities that are like legit donations where the money really is going to people and not just, you know, being put in a fund somewhere. They're actively using these funds to feed people that are crossing the borders of all the different countries. And also it helps with housing and basically medical care. There's a lot of people that need medical care. And currently there's over 100,000 children that are being moved from different orphanages, trying to get them over to Romania, Slovakia, Poland. Germany is taking some. So all these surrounding European countries are really trying to help out. And again, it's very personal to me. I'm a Ukrainian American and I have family there that we've yet to be able to make contact with. So I definitely ask that you keep my family in your prayers. And I ask that, you know, if any of you guys have family and you need anything or you're struggling to reach them or don't know where to donate, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to help you in any way that I can. So thank you very much for spending a couple minutes with me today. And I'll see you guys in a couple days. I'll hop on with some more fun tips and tricks. Have a great evening.